And it was coming right up here. We saw transformers blowing up over there.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, we are getting a first-hand look of the aftermath from Hurricane Milton. Plus, we are following up in the case of a Yakima man whose family says he died while in custody was pure negligence. Plus, going inside the fire lines of the Tiger Creek fire in Walla Walla County. And Stacy is here.
Beautiful day, cooler temperatures warming up for the weekend. And when can we see some rain? I'll tell you all about that coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Austin Reed. We start with Fire Watch. Fire broke out at Quail Springs Apartments in West Richland this afternoon. Apple Valley News Now was there. Fire officials say no one was home at the time of the fire and no injuries were reported. It appears the fire started in a bedroom on the ground floor. The apartment was damaged by smoke and water from the sprinklers. When some of the residents can return is unclear at this time. The cause of the fire is not yet known. Well, the Tiger Creek fire burning outside of Milton Freewater started as a prescribed burn on Monday, September 30th. However, by Tuesday, October 1st, it was reclassified as a wildfire. The Forest Service tells us that prescribed burns take significant planning in order to ensure that proper parameters are met, including ample resources and cooperative weather. This was the case heading into this particular burn until shifting winds changed the complexion of the situation.
At the start of this, we were within those parameters, and conditions changed on the second day of the planned burn. And resources had difficulties containing the burn.
Collins says this is a rare occurrence as more than 98% of controlled burns go as planned. Even though there's always a degree of risk involved, these burns are necessary to protect natural resources into the future. Overnight lows have been chilly, while daytime temperatures have been hanging out in the 60s. So let's check in with First Alert's Stacy Lee joining us live from our weather center with a first look at our forecast. Getting closer to the weekend now, Stacy.
It is. It's Friday Eve, and yes, cooler temperatures today. Still a lovely day outside. Lots of sunshine, a few high clouds, so pretty mild today. And it was chilly this morning as you got out the door. Right now, 65 degrees. Our winds are about 9 miles per hour. Our sunset tonight at 6:18. Around the area, we have temperatures mainly in the 60s. Nobody made it up to the 70s except for the Dalles right now at 71 degrees. Quick preview of the weekend. Things get better after tomorrow. We'll see a lovely weekend with temperatures in the 70s. Tri-Cities in the mid-70s as well. Walla Walla starting in the lower 70s, moving up to the middle 70s on Sunday. Beautiful weekend ahead in Hermiston. So just to recap, you'll see some increasing clouds tonight, a cloudy, cool Friday, then things get really nice for the weekend. And we're trying to track a little bit of rain coming our way next week. I'll tell you when and how much we can expect coming up. Austin?
See you soon, Stacy. Now to a follow-up on a story we first brought you yesterday. The family of a man who died in the Yakima County Jail last year has filed a claim against the county for $50 million. The family is accusing the county of covering up the death. Tonight, we're talking with the forensic pathologist involved in the case who initially listed Hien Hwa's death as accidental due to heart failure. But months later, after Jeffrey Reynolds was tipped off by a reporter, he recommended a change be made after being told about a video that shows what happened in the jail that day.
And I go, what video? I've never seen any video. And he said, well, maybe you need to look at that. He sent me a copy of the video, and I watched the video, called him back up, and I said, no, a new report will be issued within 24 hours.
Reynolds recommended a change be made in the death of Hwa, but it's not on the official death certificate. Find out why on part 2 of an in-depth report by Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell. That's coming up tonight at 6. The U.S. Department of Justice's office has awarded $350,000 in the city of Yakima in partnership with the Yakima YWCA to help combat domestic violence. The grant coming from the Office on Violence Against Women Enhancing Investigation and Prosecution Initiative. The money going to help to provide an additional victim advocate in the municipal prosecutor's office and to train officers and prosecutors to address biases related to domestic violence victims.
I am really thrilled that it's going to be another resource for victims who will be able to learn more about opportunities that are available to them to protect themselves and their families.
The funding will also go toward identifying high-risk DV cases for referral to the domestic violence high-risk team and providing additional resources for survivors. New tonight from the Hermiston Police Department and the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Bureau. Officials are offering up to a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for an August 16th burglary of Ace Jewelry and Loan in Hermiston. Detectives say 29 firearms were taken. The crime happened around 3 a.m. Police say they think the firearms are most likely still in either Umatilla County or in the Tri-Cities area, and they consider this to be a danger to the public. We have new drone footage this evening from the College Place Police Department. Take a look at this. Overnight, their drone team helped find 2 suspects involved in a vehicle pursuit out of Oregon. Police say 2 suspects fled from the Milton Freewater Police Department after an attempted traffic stop. The suspects were pursued into Washington, where they crashed into a field on State Line Road near Power Line Road. One suspect gave up and was arrested. The other individual ran away, but was later spotted by the drone. Lying down and hiding in a nearby field, he was taken into custody. Police say drones continue to be a huge asset. The College Place Police Department is looking to upgrade its facility with the help of a bond that will be on the ballot this November for voters. The total project cost $14,015,000. The police chief says if it wasn't so important to get done, they wouldn't be asking. The building is failing, and he explains it definitely wasn't built to be a police department long term.
It originally was a chicken coop, and then they added on to it and built it and turned it into a place where you could take your vehicles locally and change your oil. So it was a mechanical facility for quite some time. And in the 80s, it was purchased and it was turned into a duplex. So it was housing. In fact, the university was using it for student housing for some time. And in the 80s, the city purchased it and began using it for office space.
The site of the new police department, if the bond passes, is set to be built next to the College Place Middle and High School on College Place Avenue and Cedar Bend Drive. The chief explains that there is a school resource officer at the school, but having the police department right next door will be an added security feature. This will be up on the ballot in November, but coming up at 6 tonight, our Riley Fitzgerald has a whole breakdown of the story. We have an education alert for you. Orion High School is one step closer to opening up. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma explains.
A topping off ceremony is when the final beam is placed to complete a building structure. To celebrate this monumental phase of the project, Fowler General Construction and Pasco School District also planted a tree. Orion High School, also known as the Career and College Academy, will exclusively serve students from Pasco, ensuring that every student graduates with a credential or industry certification in areas such as health, science, engineering, and advanced manufacturing. Seth Johnson, the principal for Orion High School, says this new high school is taking a whole team approach.
I can't say enough about the experience that I've been involved in watching our team of engineers and general contractors and architects come together to build this building. To me, it really is an example of the work that we want to do here at Orion with our students and staff, where we want to create a highly collaborative opportunity for students to work together, for staff to work together, to be able to create more of a unique, innovative approach to education.
Johnson says seeing their partners that were responsible for building the school go through that same process with the completion of the framework speaks to the same approach that he wants to use at Orion High School. Later tonight at 6, find out how Apple Valley News Now was able to leave their mark in a unique way on this future Pasco High School. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. We'll see you at 6. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Still ahead, the Pitbull Pen is hosting a fundraiser tonight, how you can make a difference for animals in need. Plus,
a day after Hurricane Milton makes landfall, we're just starting to see some of the destruction left behind. I'm Jacqueline Lee. We'll have more coming up.
and as we leave you to break, here's a live picture from Yakima. Our Stacy Lee will return. She'll have your full First Alert weather forecast. Do stay with us.
So what do you think about these? We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale. Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore the unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region. The GE One and Done is your go-to lifesaver. Save time and money with this 2-in-1 washer and dryer combo, which lets you complete a large load of laundry in about 2 hours without needing to transfer the load. It's one and done. Upgrade the influence in your home with the GE One and Done at Fred's Appliance.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Life's too short to put up with a bad bank. You have a life, places to go, people to see, and things to get done. You don't have time for banks or credit unions that don't care. You deserve better. At Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, we've served Central Washington and the Columbia Basin since 1905 with 10 branches, face-to-face service, and a 5-star app when you're on the go. So go have fun. Do what makes you happy. Life's too short to put up with anything less. Bank better with Yakima Federal.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
We appreciate you staying with us. Happening now and until 9 this evening, Costa Vida is hosting a fundraiser event to support the Pitbull Pen. The pen has been a beacon of hope for many dogs in need, but could be closing due to financial reasons. All Costa Vida locations in Washington state will be participating tonight. 20% of the evening's sales will be donated directly to the Pitbull Pen. Adoptable dogs will also be at some of the locations. People who get Social Security are going to see their monthly payments inch up by 2.5% next year. According to the Social Security Administration, the steady decline in inflation has limited the annual cost of living adjustment. For nearly 68 million retirees, monthly payments will go up by about $50 to $2,000 starting in January. The new payments will feel like a small adjustment compared to the 8.7% adjustment in 2023. Robert Kennedy's widow, Ethel Kennedy, has died at the age of 96. The longtime human rights advocate was hospitalized after suffering a stroke last week. Ethel Kennedy's husband was tragically gunned down at a Los Angeles hotel back in 1968, just after winning California's presidential Democratic primary. Ethel leaves behind 9 children, 34 grandkids, and 24 great-grandchildren. Hurricane Milton making landfall last night along Florida's Gulf Coast as a Category 3 storm. Crews have been out rescuing people all day. At least a dozen people have been killed. ABC's Jacqueline Lee joins us from St. Petersburg.
Here at Tropicana Field, you can see just how strong Hurricane Milton was, ripping off this fiberglass roof, and we've seen residents coming out all day trying to see this destruction in person. A rescue and the recovery effort after Hurricane Milton tore through much of Florida. Crews in water up to their waists and using boats to find people who need help.
But I'm just glad we're out and to safety. Right. And to where we can charge up our phones because I don't have any power because my family is probably wondering where I'm at.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office sharing this video as 2 deputies helped a teen boy wading through floodwater. The Category 3 hurricane made landfall Wednesday night with life-threatening storm surge, powerful winds, and rain. More than 3 million people without power. In St. Pete, a massive crane collapsing onto a building. Part of the roof of Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays, ripped off. From above, you can see debris littering the field. Christy Austin lives right next door.
It sounded like waves hitting our windows. I got rain up to practically my knees in my apartment. Just sounded like the ocean was hitting the windows and the water was just pouring through.
These images from Bradenton Beach, just north of Siesta Key, showing a home off its foundation. This area also hit hard by Helene. From the air, you can see the damage. Neighborhoods surrounded by flooding. Some homes obliterated. The roof caved in at this grocery store in Palm Beach County. There were also tornadoes before the hurricane even made landfall. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says Milton spared Florida the worst case scenario.
Doesn't mean there's not going to be a lot of damage. Doesn't mean there's not going to be a lot we're going to have to contend with. But just in terms of what we were prepped for, I think that we probably have an abundance of resources.
Vice President Harris and I have been in constant contact with the state and local officials. We're offering everything they need.
Meteorologists say Milton is the 3rd hurricane to make landfall in Florida this year, tying the record for the most in a single season. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, St. Petersburg.
Florida's governor says as of tonight, at least 340 people and around 50 pets have also been rescued across the state.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Man, a cool Thursday. We started out in the 30s and 40s for most of our area this morning, just making it to the mid and upper 60s today. Right now, 65 degrees, dust level sky cam, I-82 or 182, excuse me, moving along nicely tonight. But I am seeing a little bit of cloud cover, and I'm concerned about that because, well, there's a potential for the northern lights once again. However, the clouds so far are not going to cooperate. They're kind of coming in, and they're going to get even thicker as the evening moves along right over our region. So just be aware of that. Look at the cloud cover coming in tonight. This is at 11 o'clock tonight. But yes, if you get far enough north, you may be able to see those northern lights once again, just like we were had a treat of the other night right in town. Didn't have to leave the light pollution because it was a very strong storm out there. So chances of seeing them, go north, get out of light pollution. But again, the northern lights visible through the area tonight. Here's our setup. Temperature-wise, the warm air moving to the east, our cooler conditions here down in the 60s for most of our region. If you're a snowbird and you're getting ready to head south for the winter, it is still blazing hot down there. We're talking record-breaking heat from Phoenix into Vegas, so maybe hold off just a little bit before heading south. Here's our lower temperatures through Friday, and then we peak back up just above our average right into the weekend, peaking at 76, so well above our average on Indigenous People Day, which is this coming Monday. So be aware of that. Temperatures tonight still on the cool side, 30s and 40s in the area, 41 tonight in Yakima, 39 in Sunnyside. In the Columbia Basin, we have mostly the 40s, 39 for Moses Lake, 43 in Hermiston, 41 Tri-Cities. Looking to the east of the foothills of the Blues, we've got mainly the mid 40s. The cooler temp tonight in Pendleton at 40 degrees. For tomorrow, again, mostly sunny, but we are going to see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. So some places will be a little bit cloudy, overcast, and other places will see sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. If you're hitting the road this weekend, pleasant, beautiful conditions in the mountains, nice on the coast Saturday. Things are going to change on Sunday where we could see some showers hitting the coastline. We're going to be pretty mild on the west side of the state, warming up into the 70s in Seattle. Should be beautiful there. Portland should be nice in the mid 70s all weekend, but again, a little overcast on Friday. And if you're heading up north to the Spokane area, it's going to be a great weekend there as well. Look at those warm temperatures in the mid 70s. Good stuff. Here's what we're looking at 7-day forecast wise. Those overcast conditions on Friday. Friday. Great weather into the weekend. Indigenous People Day on Monday is going to be a nice day there. Things are going to transition, cool down, and change by Wednesday, however, where we could see another system moving through, bringing some rain showers. Ellensburg, a little bit cool overnight, beautiful for the weekend. A chance of rain middle of next week. Tri-Cities looking great. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend in the Tri-Cities with a warm day on Monday, 76 degrees with those showers coming our way Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. Walla Walla, beautiful weekend as well. Nice on Indigenous People Day, and 66 with rain conditions on Wednesday. Hermiston looks great over the weekend, but again, a few clouds hanging around with some sun breaks in most of our area for tomorrow. So good looking forecast, and some people get the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, which is great.
That would be nice.
They deserve it. All right. Thank you, Stacy. Coming up on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. Tonight's Spotlight comes to us from the Yakima School District. Stay tuned for that. It's next.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
and the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought,
if it's hidden, you might get bitten.
I am ready to find the second great love of my life.
The Golden Bachelorette, sponsored locally by Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Apples are the pride of Washington's agricultural economy. When India put on the retaliatory tariff, we were basically dead in the market. Thanks to Maria Cantwell stepping in and getting that tariff removed, we're up to 2 million boxes and we're climbing steadily. It's a huge difference for the industry. Maria Cantwell is effective because she works with both parties to get things done for our industry.
I'm Maria Cantwell, and I approve this message because I'll keep taking on powerful interests to get things done.
The Walker's 4-day clearance sale is going on now, where you can enjoy store-wide discounts while they last, with clearance deals up to 70% off.
Or you can pay over time with 0% interest until 2029, with no down payment and no minimum purchase.
Get that new furniture you've been wanting and save big at the 4-day clearance sale.
Going on now at Walker's.
Breaking news that affects you.
Plus, first alert weather, helping you plan and keeping you safe.
And what happened overnight in the Northwest.
And across America. Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, and Good Morning America. The most watched morning news on local TV.
What's trending? Our Spotlight is trending. Tonight, it comes to us from the Yakima School District. A big congratulations to the Davis High School Band. They performed at the Northwest Association for Performing Arts Music in Motion competition in Everett. The band won first place in the preliminaries and had the highest score overall. Their victories continued when they took first place overall in finals and won in 4 different categories. As always, if you have an idea for the Spotlight at 5 or you'd like to nominate somebody, send me an email. It's easy. areed@applevalleynewsnow.com. We are going to...
Good for them. I was going to ask you, were you ever in band?
I wasn't.
I played clarinet.
You did? Oh, all right. Learn something new every day.
There you go.
Coming up, we've got weather photo.
That's right, the weather viewer photo of the day.
But first, here's what's coming up next on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Coming up on World News tonight, we're on the scene. Hurricane Milton's path of destruction and the deadly tornado outbreak here, the massive rescue operations. Also breaking tonight, there's word coming in now. Multiple people are now trapped in a mine. The emergency rescue playing out there as well. We're next.
Bracket Wild. Pre-game at 4:30, Saturday on MeTV.
First, record inflation slammed middle-class families.
Now, Jared Sessler backs a 30% sales tax on everything you buy.
Everything.
And Sessler wants taxes and fees to make meat and sugar more expensive.
I could never vote for Jared Sessler.
He wants to decide what we should eat.
That hurts our farmers and our families. Jared Sessler's sales tax and fees.
More expensive for you.
And unacceptable for Central Washington.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems. And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur-Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Fall into $140,000 in cash and prizes this autumn at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. We're giving away up to $13,000 in cash and prizes every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then fall into $10,000 cash during the semi-grand prize drawing on Saturday, October 26th. Keep playing in November for your chance to drive away in a brand new Kia Telluride on November 23rd. Jumpstart your fall at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, the Tiger Creek fire is burning just north of Walla Walla, and crews are working to contain it both on the ground and in the air. We'll have more information on this fire. It's coming up tomorrow, Friday morning from 5 to 7.
For an all-new season of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Big names, big laughs, and big wins for charity.
I'm going to take the elevator to victory.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune premieres Monday on ABC.
We love the spotlight at 5, but we also love our viewer photo at 5.
That's right. Viewer photo of the day. Come take a look at your screen. What a beautiful shot. Crescent moon and Venus over Blaylock Island. That comes to us from Larry Nels. Thanks for sending that in. He's from Patterson area. Remember to get your photo on TV. Use that QR code on the right side of your screen. Or you can just simply go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab. While you're there, you'll also see all of the great weather photos. Not all of them get on the air, but they're in a nice little gallery right there for you to check out. So thanks for sending that in, Larry. Bottom line, let's take a look at that. We've got overnight lows 30s and 40s once again. Temps stay in the 60s tomorrow, but then we start to warm up. We're going to be really nice going into the weekend, and a slight chance of showers coming next week. There we go. Planning your day, you're going to need a coat again in the morning there. And it doesn't really get all that warm by noon, and look for overcast skies in most of our areas, but some sun peaks later in the day, and those temperatures hitting close to 70. 7-day planning forecast. There you go. There's that beautiful weekend. I'm just focusing on that. And then there's those showers coming in about midweek of next week. So again, this weekend looking good, even if you're hitting the road traveling. Now, the only thing I did see a little disturbance coming in on the Pacific if you're heading out to maybe Cannon Beach or the coast. So just be aware of that. But great travel weekend to get out of town or just stay home, because the weather is going to be excellent here as well. But once again, there's those showers on Wednesday. And look at the cool down. We start hitting those 60s. Once we start getting to those 60s, Austin, they tend to like just keep staying there and heading downhill.
Right. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us here at 5. World News Tonight with David Muir is next, and we'll see you at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.